Good morning. I got a delay going on over here. Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 31st, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the foundation sets 1 through 9 this morning. We're going to pay attention to set 1, 6, 7, and maybe 8 today. The centering and working side to side is what we want to pay attention to, and developing that sense of both being centered and being in balance as we're moving. Little announcement, real short. I have two. Sorry. Yeah. First one. I'm going to put this down and get started. First one. I have still not quite sorted out what it is we're going to be doing for next month and for the next series of classes. I have a couple of things, one in particular that's weighing on me heavily. It's something that I really don't want. And I'm being forced to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it, but I have to, so here we are. Once I get that out of the way, then I start paying attention to, okay. It's a machine notice, it's not something I have to pay attention to. So once I get that out of the way, I don't know what, it's a big mess. Then I can have a life, right? Alright, so I have to do that. The other thing that I'm going to talk about, and this is on the good side, I have finished and republished Professor Liu's book on Wudang Qigong with a new translation and new pictures. That effort was 25 years in the making. Really. We published the original book back in 1999, so this is an update that I had thought about back in 2006, because that's when we got the pictures. That's when Professor Liu took the pictures, in 2006. And I thought about it again in about 2012, 2013. I got part of that done, and we published his Wudang Tai Chi book, but without an English translation. I talked to him about that, and said we should have the English with it, and he wanted to go ahead and do it, so we did. It's still available. The Chinese version is available with pictures. The Qigong book, again, it's available on Amazon, print on demand. It's 472 pages. It's going to be a hefty volume. It does include both the English and the Chinese. The English is in the first segment of the book, and the Chinese is in the second segment of the book. I arranged that particularly because I'm not marketing the book to the Chinese market, but the Chinese needs to be there, and we will cover some parts of why that is in another class that I'm going to be starting, to focus on the language and the terminology that we're using so that it's more clearly understood. The idea of Qi. What's that? Exactly. We're practicing Qigong. What's Qigong? Right? If you're here and you're watching me, you pretty much understand what we're doing. You've been following me along a little bit. But if this is the first time you've ever seen a class on Qigong, what is this? What are we talking about? So, that and Oh, so many other concepts are things that I am going to, what is the lower dantian? Why do we pay attention to it? Lower dantian. Why is it that we want to pull up through the spine? Why do that? I've talked about it a little bit in the context of how we practice physically. I'm going to open that up a little bit more with these concepts and the idea that we are paying attention to the internal breath, the qi. We are paying attention to the internal energy, jing. We are paying attention to the spirit, shen. And we do want to pay attention to all of the concepts behind that support what we're doing in the context of traditional Chinese medicine as well. Feet about shoulder width apart, wiggle the toes, wiggle fingers, open the arms, hand circle to the front. Back around to both sides, up along center line, big stretch, and reach out, shoulders down. And again, reach out, extend, reach out through the neck spine. Coordinate through the whole body. Bend the knees. Roll up. Reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Hands return to your sides. Alright, this stretch, opening the body, working through the whole spine. If this stretch is done well, and it's up to you. I'm checking my connections here, and fingers crossed, it looks good right now. All right, that whole body stretch also opens up the large heavenly circle from the back all the way up and around and back down through the front. That opening is part of what we want to develop. We want to be, it's not, I'm going to say it this way, it's not as abstract as it seems in the literature when we're talking about this circulation through the large heavenly circle, right? As we open the body, this is the physical human body, as we open the body so that the back is open, the shoulders are open, the ribs, the elbows, the waist, the legs, the knees, all the joints are open and flexible. As we do that, we're also opening the ability to breathe through the whole body. It's a consequence of what we're doing in the stretch. When we can breathe, when we open the physical body and the physical breath, breathe in, breathe out, respiration, the physical breath circulates through the whole body easily and naturally, the inner breath can naturally follow. That's why we want to do this. It's one of the things that we do in Qigong is to develop and create the environment within ourselves to be able to do all of the other things. Begin at extreme emptiness. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Relax the breath, open the back. Pay attention to the Yung Chuan in the ball of the foot, just behind the toes. Pay attention to sinking the heel, pull up through the arch of the foot. Knees slightly bent. Hips are relaxed. Open the Ming Men and breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Pull up through the back and down through the front. Breathe in. 2 more. Breathe out. Sink. Open the back. Breathe in. Hands separate. Down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. Alright, this centering we just paid attention to. As we shift, yin and yang both appear, right? Center, other side. When I move here, center. Center again. Center. That center line along which your balance is perfect. Your weight is well distributed. This is push, so 60 here, 40 here. Your weight is well distributed. It's not 50-50. The balance is centered. Your weight distribution is a little different, right? So, center 50-50-ish. 54, 56, give or take, right? 50-50. Push. That would have been 54 and 46. Sorry about that. My math sometimes, you know. All right. There we go. That center line, where you know where that center line is and you can see it. That's what we're looking for. Yin and yang both appear. Feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width. Just a little bit, not a lot. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Shift right. Open left. Push. Where's the center? And return. Center. Shift. Where's your center? And come back. Left side. Shift. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extend the breath through the whole body. Press down. Pull up. Press out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pay attention to your breath. Open the back. 2 more. Focus on the center. Pay attention to your balance. Distribute the breath through the whole body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. In turning palm, we're working the same concept, the same idea. This center and center, finding that center. And underneath what we're doing, and underneath paying attention to the breath, we also should be listening. This is Tinger, ting, listening. The concept isn't so much the ear as it is paying attention to, but it is listening in the sense that as I breathe, I want to find the fullness of that breath. And the only way to do that is to listen. So if I use the literal hu shi, she, ho, she, ho, she, ho. You can hear my breath. She is breathe in, who is breathe out. Okay? That connection and the idea that the breath extends through the entire movement. And yes, there is a pause. It's the pause between the breaths. We use that as well. That sense of connection and extension through is fundamental to what we're trying to do in all of these exercises. That whole body movement, the whole body breath, Breathing in, breathing out, right? Respiration. And then connecting that through the movement so that the inner breath can begin to move. Turning palm. Pay attention to the center. Pay attention to the fullness of the breath. Pay attention to the connection between the hands and the feet so that that connection extends through the whole body. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift. On the toe. Little step and push. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on your center. That center line where everything is in balance. Not too far forward, not too far back. Not leaning. Well placed. Well balanced. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Find your center. Pay attention to your center. Focus on the breath. Full and complete. Well connected through the movement. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Keep the energy in the arms. Extend through the legs. Don't be tense. The breath can't travel if the body's tense. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. My cat would like to go out apparently. So, as we pay attention to the breath, circulation, of the physical breath, breathe in, breathe out. If the body and the breathing, the physical breath, are not well coordinated, the chi can't flow. So that first step, connecting the body, opening the breath, opening the body so that the body is supple, relaxed, open, able to move within your own range of movement, right? Able to do, again, within your own range of movement, able to do the exercise smoothly and with good coordination. Once that can be achieved, the next step is moving the chi, is circulating the inner breath. That step-by-step process is what we do in practice. You can understand, and I'm going to say this. Clearly, and then I'm going to close for today. Understanding what I'm saying. We just step by step. Oh, okay. I did the first step. No, you did the first step for 6 months. You did the first step for 6 years. You did the first step for some period of time. Because that's what's needed. Now, if you're already an athlete, you're already in good condition, you've already been practicing some other form of Qigong, you've already been doing something else, that time decreases because your body condition is already there. It's maybe a matter of adjusting a couple of things or just, remembering the movements. You don't have to develop too much because you've already done it using some other method. That accelerates the process. It doesn't make the process go away. It's not conceptual learning. You actually have to do it. That sense of what we're doing in practice, how to practice, what to pay attention to. And the idea that it's not just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, even though that's most of what I say. That understanding only comes with time and with practice. It's not a mystery that can't be solved. It can be. It's practice. The more you pay attention to the kinds of things that we should be doing in practice, the easier it becomes to pay attention to those very things. And as we do that, we develop the skills to do more. I'll be back tomorrow with the advanced sets, 10 through 18. I'm going to repeat again, I have not quite decided what I'm going to do coming up next. It will be something. I am going to do something that is connected to the language and the terminology. So there will be some classes around that. And Professor Liu's Qigong book is now available on Amazon. New translation, new pictures. It's been a while in the making, 25 years. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow.